piece. Blanche and Zumba, the two captains, exchanging pennants. Tell by the concentration, the pressure is there. No time for smiles on the semi-final stage. Pure focus, as there will be in the VAR studio. Akuna, Makalima and Maria Rivet are the two VAR officials today. Mazembe have made a couple of changes. As I mentioned there, Captain Blanche and Zumba back in. Esther Bashiri comes into the midfield as well. Nerville Kajinga, Nacho Mata and Legole Crito have all scored twice in the group stages. They do have goals in their repertoire. They also have a couple of players themselves that could miss the final if they receive a yellow today, including two of those three players on 2 goals, Gorga Creto and Merville Kajenga. Tight ropes are certainly being walked by no fewer than 8 of the 22 starters who would miss the final with a yellow card today. Mazembe, who finished second in Group A, or in the black and white stripes. It's the all-yellow of the Nigerians, Edu Queens. Such anticipation. This is now pure knockout football, where no matter how good or bad the game is, at some juncture there will be real drama. Long punt downfield from the Edu Queens and for Florian Schütt. Straight out, watched carefully by Belange and Zumbi. Zumbi again. It's for good distance, and these two sets of players will be mighty relieved just to get this game underway. Now they can concentrate on the game rather than on the thinking. Lisa with the ball forward, comes back off Mwanda and out for a throw, which will be taken by Paulina Ali. One of the numerous teenagers on the pitch today. They are a very young side, Tepe as well, but no teenagers starting lineup. One thing to mention is that Tepe have got a multitude of injuries and absentees today. Their options on the bench are much more restricted and limited. Jamel Lucy. Ali. Shoot. And Sani just about gets it back for Esther Moses. Esther Moses back in the side. It's left out for the game against Sundowns. She did come on as a sub and make an immediate impact, of course. It's an interesting ball into the channel. Will run away for a throw. Try and utilise Esther Bashiri's pace down the right. They've got a great array of talent going forward. Mazembe, Bashiri down the right. Looks like Cretu will operate on the left, just trying to work it all out how they'll face up, because they are very interchangeable. Long ball from Mazumba. Stolen off the toes of Kajinga, who's offside anyway. Team coach Grace Cura. The Edu Queens. To play on the far side for a throw-in. Two sides just gradually feeling their way into this semi-final. we've got more drama later. Asfar take on FC Mazembe. Can you take the shock exit that Sundowns suffered in Group B? You have to say that the best 4 teams in this tournament are participating in the semi-final stage. Of that there can be no doubt. Work from Equalizing. I think both sets of players will want is to just keep it disciplined, no mistakes early on. It's an interesting cross, and the goalkeeper came, and she was rather fortunate that it dropped wide. Well, there were 2 coming in on her, and one of them was Legale Creto, who has a goal in her. Mono Oyono came early, made the decision, she was beaten to it. Brave header from Legale Creto. Fortunate for Edu Queens, it went wide, but that was the first real noteworthy moment of the game. And the Edu Queens goalkeeper has dyed her hair the same colour as her goalkeeping outfit, very bright pink. It's very nearly caught that. It just didn't work for the Tepe number 9. He is one of the 8 players starting today who could miss the final if yellow carded today. Lost in transit from Elise, and it's picked up and turned over by Kajinga. And inside from Creto, who's come rolling over to this near side. She's playing more of a central role in, but behind Kajinga. Looks like Nacho Marta's over on the left-hand side. Here is Marta. Away to Basani. 5 minutes gone. With the head of Ngambe. And alongside Kubiena in the heart of that defence. Mazembe. Strolling forward, Miracle Asani to take the throw. Nigerian side in the bright yellow came through the Wafu Zone B in qualifying. This comes in. Now the solid lead by Fidlin Ngoy. Has been beaten 3 times already. Best goalkeeper in the group stages has been announced, and it's gone to the Asfar goalkeeper Khadija Arabici. I think there's been some very good goalkeeping performances from a number of goalkeepers. Vienna volleys it away, and it's a perfect volley almost, really. So Creto turns away to the left-hand side down the line from Puomo. Peeling off and causing problems. Cleared away. Good start this from Tepe. Because of the fact that they finished second in arguably the weaker of the 2 groups, Group A, they do come into this semi-final as the underdogs. It's a test of character for this young Edu Queens side. Thing that's certainly noted from this tournament is the quality of the young players coming through. A lot of teenage players. Top scorer Dohai El Madani rather, of Asfar. Teenager will be in action later on in the 2nd semi-final. In the way. Smervel Kajinga, taken off of the low by Olise. Moses, surrounded by black and white striped shirts who are determined to get the ball back off of her. She's done well to keep it. Usani, Gemalusi, and the long ball down the line. Throw to be taken by Miracle Asani. Down the line, Jamalusi. Forceful cross again. A little too close to the goalkeeper, fiddling and Guy, who handles it very well. He's quick to distribute overarm. It's well played from Marta. Switched over to the right-hand side. Ranch Zuma. Touch from the captain. Two head coaches, Lamia Bumedi of Tepi, Grace Kura, Lady Queens, two very, very well respected coaches, two characters in the women's game in Africa. Both realise only too well the significance of this semi-final. And we've played 9 minutes. It already looks like it's going to be a tight one. Sajav. Nice and calm. Pauline Alley. Strong header from Ngambe. Lady Queens had 3 Group B matches that all kicked off in the early evening, 4 o'clock kickoffs rather than 7 o'clock kickoffs, so they got another early kickoff today. They reached the final, the first time they kicked off late. A whole new experience for them. Sliver of sunshine and around Casablanca. Perfect temperature and perfect weather really for football. Forward again from Folashade, Jamalusi, Moses. The run. Amanesian. 23-year-old, 5 goals in the qualifiers. 1 in the final. Is the go-to for goals, and she's got 2 in this tournament. Should be dealt with by Zumba. Took a deflection and went back to the goalkeeper rather fortuitously. Lin Nguy, vastly experienced goalkeeper, by far and away the oldest player on show in the starting lineups today. 33 years of age, born in Zaire. She is a Congolese international. Moses. Taking a tumble. And the free kick was full of shade. Jamalusi. Scored 1 of the goals in the qualifiers. Sent tumbling. A rather strong challenge by Ngambe. Yes, he wins a free kick in what is a decent position with a good delivery. 8 minutes gone. Speculative header wide from Creto. Goalkeeper Oriana caught slightly. That's really been the only chance of the game so far. Not taking any chances. Tapping. They've got a wall in place. It's launched towards goal. Power. It wasn't precise. Miracle Asani decided to give this something. It was always rising. Still 0-0. Nearly 13 played. Goal kick taken by Fedlin Nguy. Was kept in play. Bounces up. for a dome up. Melissa brings in Ali. Vienna with the clearance. We returned. Will run all the way through to Monel. Iona celebrates her birthday just after the tournament on the 30th of November when she turns 22. Young goalkeeper Monel Iona. Foul off the ball by Belange and Zumba. Wasn't prepared to let Asigri get a clear run. Free kick taken. Edu Queens, who settled their way back into the game after a prosperous start from Tepi. One of Nigeria, Congo, will be represented in Saturday's final. We're no closer to establishing which one of the two. The Queens working their way forward. That's good, slick football. That's very much their style. This is where Tepi are strong. Both sides have a good, solid foundation, but players that can get forward and help the opposition. You survey what's in front of us. There's very little between these two. Might just be overhit, but the goalkeeper caught in two minds, decided to stay. Kajinga. It's a cross in, it's turned away on the volley. Very good play from Florencio and Pauline Ali. And suddenly, defence is turned into attack, and here come Edu Queens, little ball inside. Big moment in the game, if they can get the shot away. It's a shot that just trickles wide from Essien. But that was a good indication of how open these two teams can be. Esther Moses linking up with Essien. Takes a touch, pulls it well wide. Well, that was a chance at both ends. And that is perhaps a taste of how this game could go. Take the pressure away of a semi-final. In circumstances, you did expect this to be a classic between two sides that love to attack. By Osani. Ball's gone out of play over on the far side. Will be a throw to Tepi Mazembe. She's going to be taken by Bridget Pumbo. Just a quick break in the play after a lively interchange between the two teams where chances came both ways in a matter of seconds. Usani to take the throw for Edu Queens. Out of play by Pumbo. Lucy. Wide again, Sani. Done well, Jamal Lucy. Sani. Well, by Ngambri. Comes out and it's a shot. Ooh, that was a good shot as well. And it was the captain, Elisa, who let fly from a good distance as she really got some power into the shot. He's always just pulling away from goal. It's the best chance of the game so far. Certainly had Fedlin Ngai jumping across to her right. Fortunately for her, it was just wide. So a goal kick. He made that promising start, but the Queens have come into it much better in the last 10 minutes. Marta can't be in play. Throw. Eddie Queens. Queens 1-2, drawn 1. Scored 5, conceding just the 1 against the holders. Sundowns, who they knocked out in Group B. It was a tough group. Losing against Asfar, the hosts, but winning their other 2, scoring 7, conceding 3. All 3 goals that they conceded were against Asfar, all in the space of 11 early second half minutes last weekend. They were 1-0 up in that one at half time. Fell apart a little bit in the early stages of the second half, conceded 3 in 11 minutes. That's all they've conceded all tournament so far. Mr. Moses, Sani, to the feet of Jamalusi. It's the throw for Edu Queens. A young side, mentioned it earlier, every single member of this Edu Queens squad is 24 under. They were all born this century. Will they buckle in their debut in the knockout stages of this tournament? Well, the answer so far is no. It's probably slightly the better side. That's a shot from Foloshe Jamalusi, but can't really test goalkeeper Fidlen Ngai, and it goes behind for a goal kick to Tepi. 21 minutes played. RB Zaweli Stadium in Casablanca. Still goalless in the first of the 2 semi-finals taking place today in Morocco. Asfar against FC Massa. It's the later game. They're from Egypt, by the way, in case you're wondering. Away by Nzumba. Turned again by Pauline Ali. This time the head of Pumba. Going around the outside. It's Sigwe. Traffic though. Elisa, sure, a couple of minutes ago that was travelling. It was on target. I don't think the goalkeeper would have had any chance of stopping it. Lucy keeps it going. That's a great ball in. Just slightly too close to the goalkeeper. Sigri was waiting. Marta. Haven't really seen anything in the last 5 or 10 minutes from Tepi in terms of an attacking purpose, but this might change. Marta through to Kajinga. Kajinga looks up to the edge of the box. It's turned away by Asani as far as Mwanda, but she can't control. And that will bounce through to Ngoe. Veteran goalkeeper. She just tells everyone just to calm down. by quite some way. She is the oldest player on the pitch today. But the exception of just one outfield substitute for Tepe, every single player is 29 or under in the two squads. It's a weaving run from Asani. Turned away well by Kasajav. Jamalusi again down the right hand side, gets the cross in nice and early. She's pretty solid at the back in Gumby, and she has been so far today. And a goal kick came off of SEN last. It's been a clean contest, which is hardly surprising really, given that no fewer than 8 of the 22 starters will miss the final if they pick up a yellow card today, including Essie, who went down there. By Marta, just come back over to the right-hand side again. Bashir is operating on the left, which was the initial thought. He was trying to establish who would play where. Teenager, great potential. Lost it, won it back, Jamalusi, and then was fouled. It's a free kick. Showed Jamalusi. By Mwanda. Blanca still awaiting the first goal, and it could be pivotal. Play on over on the far side. It's going to be a throw-in to Tepe. Won the title earlier this year for the first time. Edu Queens in dramatic style in the Super 6 playoffs in WFL. Did a draw away at Balsa, they got it, they were crowned champions. It was a very, very tight battle for that title, and they would love the crown of CAF Women's Champions League winners to go with it. Nigerian side have started the better in the opening 26 and a half. Cut out really well by Mazembe. Marking from Mazembe. From the Kuru. Seen too much of Nacho Marta so far. Get into the game down the flanks for Tepe. This is defending again from Zumba. This time she's got the backup of Kubiana. Throwing to Edu Queens, the Nigerian side on the front foot at the moment. Driver from Captain Elisa, just wide. That was their best chance early on. Saw a brave header from Kretu, dropped just wide with the goalkeeper committing herself and getting their second. Another foul, another free kick to the Queens. This time away by Mervo Kanjinga. 28 minutes have been played without a goal, but a chance at either end. Queens will be very pleased in the way in which they've settled into the game. They're looking the more livelier of the two sides at the moment. Eman in deep, M&S in. The chase is on for Jamalusi. Try and close down Mwando. There's a long ball forward, headed away by Ikoro. Away by Adoma. It's a foul by Nzumba. Prepared to give an inch to Esther Moses, who's trying her luck up against Mazembe, having swapped to the near side with Chukwuemeka Asigwe switching to the right. Free kick, which Paulina Ali will take. The promising teenage player on the pitch for Queens. Asigwe. By Kubiana, good distance. Excellent win in the air from Makura against Kanjinga. Jamalusi back to Asani, back to Jamalusi again. He strayed with the ball. So won it back again, Jamalusi. Oh, the goalkeeper wanted it. And was rather fortunate that she did eventually get it, but the defender left it. And there was a quite frank exchange between Ngamba and Ngoy. She just stopped. Ngamba. Ngoy came out and made the save, and she was lucky it got lodged in between her knees, because that could have been very, very dangerous. Manessian was sniffing out the mistake, and but Finlay Ngoy was none too happy with her defender. Ngambe's been solid as a rock until that point. She just stopped. 30 seconds past the 30-minute marker. And Queens nil, Tempe nil. Throw from Nzumba towards a penalty area. It's flicked on. Comes out for Jamalusi, just to get it up the field to Asigwe. Asigwe possessed by Kaja, and that's a foul. And a painful one. And a yellow card has been shown to Kasev Yav. Or was it shown to Creto? Not quite sure, we'll find out here. Shown to Kasev Yav. Now, that means that she will miss the final. A yellow card for the midfielder, and that will be a big, big blow for her, the 21-year-old Congolese international. It's been shown a yellow and misses the final. Playing a football in Turkey for Adana İdman Yurdaspor. The 21-year-old will not be playing in the final of the CAF Women's Champions League, that's for certain, after that yellow card. That will be a concern to Lamia Buedi. Well, if you had to call it, you'd say the Queens have been the better side. There's no doubt that Tepe are dangerous going forward. Turns into trouble, and now a chance to break away at the other end with Kanjinga. Kanjinga with a run. Inside to Marta, who couldn't control. The chance passes Tepe Mazembe. It's a good ball. Mr. Moses gets the better of Nzumba, gets the cross in. Everything that's come in the way of a cross from either side so far from Edu Queens has been far too close and far too easy for Fiddler and Guy in the Tepe goal. Rikulasani keeps it in, rolls it down the line. Asigwa. Lucy. Asigwa again. It's peeled away to the right-hand side. Ball up towards the head of Emonessian, who heads it down. Nobody there though. It's only as far as Paulina Ali. Mr. Moses. Ali again. Moses gets a return. That's good play from Edu Queens. Towards the penalty area. Good defending by Kubiana. And then cleared by Nzumba to the midfield. Kanjanga is chasing after her own touch. It's going to be a goal kick. A tempted through ball from Folashade Jamalusi. Showed over 10 minutes to go in the first half. Still goalless between the Nigerian champions Edu Queens and Tepe Mazembe. Won the last 3 titles back at home in the Congo. World Cup in 2022 as well. Back in 2022, record-breaking 43-0 victory against FC Akumenka in the EUFLL, which is the local league in Lubumbashi. I think they're going to get anywhere near that today, though. It's to half-time. Edu Queens are on the front foot at the moment. Sigua, that's a good cross in. Away from Nzumba. Turned away by Ngambe. This is a powerful shot, Elisa, but that's a good charge down. Defence can quickly turn into attack in this game. That's a good ball out wide to Marta. This ball too far ahead of Legoli Creto. That's where Edu Queens have got to be very, very careful, because Nacho Marta, Legoli Creto, Merville Kanjinga rather, very, very potent players, all of them. All of them have scored twice in the group stages. That's been given away, and here they come again. It is Marta in towards the penalty area. Goalkeeper came out and made an excellent save, and she needed to as well, to keep out Kanjinga. Marta once more. It's 2 defenders to stop her. She goes down, but ball was won fair and square. It's another case of turning defence very quickly into attack at the other end. The referee is going to call time on this passage of play because of the injury in the penalty area away to our right. There's a penalty shout, but Marta, I'm sure, when we look back at this, we will appreciate that the ball was won, or at least that was the initial thought from the first sighting. It's a great save by Yono. Bouncing around, she just knocks it ahead. That's solid defending. Paulina Ali. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And there weren't any appeals, in fairness. Off goes Marta. Nice to the back of the head. Chance to take some fluids on board, and a few words of wisdom from the coach. Blumedi, their assistant out there as well, Hassan Ajumwit. Christine Nzale and Isabel Mitumba work together to patch up Lacho Marta. There's a knock as well for Monel Oyono, the Queen's goalkeeper. Helped quickly and bravely to stop the chance at the feet of Kanjinga. Back to her feet. I think she's going to be okay. as at 7 p.m. local time tonight will be in the game in El Jadida between the hosts Asfar and the Egyptian side FC Massa, who were picked as top spot in Group B in dramatic style by Edu Queens on Saturday last. It's the game to come after this one. Remember this one, if required, extra time and penalties. Away by Zumba. She's got her hands full with Esther Moses down this near side. Zumba. Ali. Moses. That's from Ali. That's a great ball in. And a little header straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, there's a super ball. Just needed a bit more conviction with the header. As it's played in. Didn't really get a proper purchase on it. Chakwemeka Sigui. And it was an easy catch for Fedelaine and Goyo, who must have been thinking, I'm in trouble here. Chakwemeka Sigui really should have done better. I think she thought a little touch might just take it away from the goalkeeper. But it was a little touch that took it straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. It is Edu Queen's debut in the competition. They are the third Nigerian team to appear in the CAF Women's Champions League. This is the fourth Champions League. Comes in on the turn for Nerval Kanjinga. High over the crossbar, goal kick. To be something a little bit more spectacular than that to unlock Edu Queens. These sides have only conceded against previous winners in this competition. 3 goals conceded by Tepi in the game against Asfar last weekend. Holders, Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, are out, by the way. By Edu Queens. We were able to go ahead against Edu Queens at the weekend. To see 2 goals after the 90-minute mark and go out. Dramatic game that was. And cut inside. It looked like a trip. No, says the referee. Off goes Marta. It's a good run. She looks up. What's the end product like? She's managed to find Kanjinga. And Marta goes again. She's got a work cut out here, Paulina Ali, to get back. Just attempted cross, cut out by Okoro. Lisa gets the return. Done well by Isia. Jamalusi to the right-hand side, and Miracle Isani. Chakwemeka Sigui. Jamalusi again. It's one challenge. Second challenge coming in from Marlene Kasajav, Congolese international, who will miss the final if Tepi make it through. That yellow card earlier on. There are 8 players in total starting this game that have yellow cards to their name and will miss the final with one today. Sigui. Isani. Florencio. Okoro. Big ask of Esther Moses. She's done very well. Stopped it right in the quadrant by the corner flag and wins a corner. I didn't think she was going to make it. I don't think Blanche and Zumba was expecting her to make it, but she did. She is quick. Esther Moses, and wins a corner. 2 minutes to go until half time. CAF contingents the crowd will make the dash coast to watch the second semi-final later. Be an even bigger dash if this one goes to extra time penalties. And that's a through ball, and there might be a chance here. It was a really big chance from Valentina Okoro, who was up from the back, and the big defender slightly strayed away from her. And she was denied by a good save from Fedlin Ngoy. Question was she offside? Well, I don't think she was. I think she was being played on by Nzumba. Sure, she was totally expecting that. There's Kura. Character, the Eddie Queen's coach. It's good play. Wide to Osigwe. Shot comes in. It's a comfortable gather for Fedlin Ngoy. 20 seconds of the first half remaining, plus of course a little bit of injury time with a couple of little knocks a few minutes ago, didn't we? So I don't think it's been too many stoppages. It's been pretty free flowing. Official is just about to prepare the board and let us know exactly how much longer. Thrown by Nzumba. 3 minutes was the answer. Still 3 minutes to play. And Tepe coming forward. Goal now would put them in great position in this semi-final. Strong header from Valentina Okoro. It's going to be a corner. Queen's being tested here before half-time. Corner from Marta. Goalkeeper comes. It's off the line. I think it's gone in. I'm pretty certain it's gone over the line. The assistant referee on the near side, Mariam Chidad, has put a flag up for a foul on the goalkeeper. Well, that is one of the big talking points of the first half, right at the end of the first half. An injury for Monel Iona. And it'll be worth looking at this one again as the ball comes in. Iona goes up. It's flicked towards goal. Came off the goalkeeper. Now, is this a foul? Just leaning in with a forearm, and it certainly puts pressure on the keeper, who goes flying back into the back of her own net. I think there was enough there to suggest that was a foul. And that the assistant referee's decision to put the flag up was the correct one. Abdi Richard is the physiotherapist. And, just administrating some treatment on the goalkeeper, who still looks to be in some pain. There's, right at the beginning of the half, right at the end of the half, 2 moments when Monel Iona was caught by balls into the box. The early one, she was second best. This one, she seemed to take it and then got bundled into the net. That was the right decision. The goal was quite correctly disallowed. Almost played those 3 minutes of added time. I think we've got to add on some more. Queens nil, Tepe, Mazembe nil. Casablanca in the sunshine. Really not any closer to finding out which of these two sides will be Saturday's final. been thrown to Eddie Queens. As we move into time added on at the end of time added on. Mr. Moses. Sigri, in fact, Sigri's come back over to the left-hand side again. And with that, the referee from Burundi, Swavis Edatunga, blows for half-time. A couple of nervy moments for Fiddler Nguy, for Mono Oyona rather, in the Edu Queens goal. Either end of the half, they started well, Tepe, but Edu Queens certainly dictating large chunks of the first half. Best chance falling to Elise, the captain from distance, who shot just wide with a powerful effort. Two half chances at both ends. Half time, it remains as it was at the beginning. Edu Queens 0, Tepe Mazembe 0, and this semi-final still very much up for grabs. Style, Tepe Mazembe. They've been a force to be reckoned with in Group A, finishing second to Asphalt. Keenly contested semi-final as expected, and at times these two have shown their true colours. They are both attacking sides, young, talented sides. That was a chance early on for Tepe Mazembe, headed wide by Kretu with a goalkeeper in no man's land. This was a golden opportunity. Falling at the fate of Esther Moses, who shot just wide after good work from Emin Essien on the counter-attack. As the game went on, Edu Queens started to exert their authority. This clearance from Gambe. Coming out to Elise. A pile driver just inches past the post. Ball in at Ali. This was a wonderful ball in. Should have done better. Chakwameka Sigwe with a header. They're not in this semi-final to make up the numbers, and that was a shot on the turn from Kenjinga just over the bar. Half time, it remains goalless. Welcome back to the Labi Zouili Stadium in Casablanca in Morocco for this first of two semi-finals today. Back-to-back semi-finals in the CAF Women's Champions League for 2024, and that first semi-final is at half-time. Goalless between Edu Queens of Nigeria and Tepi Mazembe of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Well, Edu Queens settled themselves down eventually into the game in the first half and were probably the better side. So they did concede right on the stroke of half-time, only for the goal to be disallowed, and quite rightly so. A foul on Monel Ayono, the goalkeeper. Doesn't, I was just about to say, it doesn't look as if there's been any changes, but suddenly, out of nowhere, comes Thelma Bafor, who is going to come on for Tepi. Let's see who she replaces. The answer to that is Esther Bashiri, who's been fairly quiet actually.
Substitution for Tepe Mazembe, player number 15, Esther Bushiri, is replaced by player 25, Thelma Abdullah. Service to Mubarak Tepe Mazembe, Holy Ibarat Mustache, Esther Bushiri, and the Holy Ibarat Mustache, Thelma Abdullah.
So we're off and underway in the second half. Both teams still very much in this semi-final. Big 45 minutes coming up. Extra time and penalties if required as well. His whistle has gone. That will be a free kick. Get the ball in play down below. Miracle Usani. It's gone out for a throw. Glorious sunshine in Casablanca. Hardly the sweltering heat that you get in the height of the summer in North Africa. Pleasant game nonetheless. And turned away from Fuller and Shu then. The goalkeeper for not giving her indication that she had a bit more time than she thought she had. Throw from Pumba. It's flicked on and then volleyed away by Adoma. This is over the head of the Sigui. That will bounce along. Goalkeeper's come out. Well, she's gone around the goalkeeper. There's Creto. Pulled it back to the edge of the penalty area. The shot comes in and into the corner it goes. Very well taken. And it's Thelma Bafor who's only just come on as a substitute. And she's given the Congolese side the lead. It's a big, big moment in this semi-final, and Edu Queens are behind. Thanks to a goal from Thelma Bafor. And it looked like the moment had passed when the goalie Cretu had gone round the goalkeeper. She ghosted in, rounds the goalkeeper, but doesn't panic, pulls it back, and placing it carefully into the corner of the net. Thelma Bafor, and the 21-year-old gives Tepi Mazembe the lead. And the underdogs in this first semi-final have drawn blood in the early stages of the second half. Edu Queens 0, Tepi Mazembe 1. Excellent play this from Lugoli Creto. And Bafor strikes for a first goal in the competition. And your second international goal. And Tepi Mazembe leads. There is a delay at the moment because VAR are checking. So these will be anxious moments for Thelma Bafor and her Tepi Mazembe teammates. Akoni Makalima and Maria Rivet on VAR are taking their time to check something. I think it might be an offside call on the initial ball forward towards Legoli Kretu. Certainly eating in to the time at the beginning of this second half, but a massive moment in the game. Thelma Before with the goal. The big question now is, will it stand? We're not getting any pictures at the moment at this end as to whether it was a close call or whether there is something in here. Referee waits on her VAR team. Frustration for both sets of players and both benches as well. Before we'll have to wait to see if her goal will stand. Arguably the biggest goal of her career, if it does stand. Well, it's certainly something that has caught the eye of Akona Makalima and Maria Rive. And the goal has been disallowed, so it won't stand. And Thelma Before's goal has been chalked off. Wow. Big moment in the game. VAR took their time. And the referee went with the VAR officials without looking for herself. 5 minutes into the second half, big drama. Thelma Before's goal disallowed. And that's a big let-off for Eddie Queens. A big let-off as well for Grace Cura. And this is why. And the ball is hooked forward. Player down the middle is Legola Kretu, who made the run to round the goalkeeper to pull the ball back for the goal. And so when you look at it there, he's still live with the lines on. It's got to be the right decision, hasn't it? I think the confusion was it Legoli Kretu or was it Merval Kajinga? But it was Legoli Kretu who made that run from a central position around the defender, around the goalkeeper. It's a very clever run it was too, but she was in an offside position. And it was hooked over the shoulder by Mwanda. It's a let-off for Eddie Queens, that's for sure. Pumba to take the throw. Towards the halfway line. Jumped on and then headed away by Sani. Right by Elisa. Well, she'd only been on the pitch a couple of minutes as a substitute on at half-time. Thelma Before. Some substitution, that would have been. She's again Before. Lost it, won it again. Trying to get it back, but Jamal Lucy finds touch. That's a good turn by Kretu. Lofted towards goal, but wide. Bayona not happy with the defenders in front of her. Sleepy start to the second half for Eddie Queens. That was a presentable chance if it's hit better. Mwanda sliced it wide. Zumba went in for the header. One back in the midfield by Odoma. And now they can get forward with Chukwuemeka Nasigwe. Defending by Corbuena. Off of Nasigwe and out for a throw. Throw that's taken quickly. Turned down the line by Moses. Head away by Folorancho. Elise. Pauline Ali gets it back from Valentina Okora. Odoma. This out though. Kanjinga. Gets the cross in. The goalkeeper gave a shout, and it was left by Adefito Gamba. This is a good run by Esther Moses. Still Moses gets the cross in, up in the air from Nzumba. Gambe plays a touch on this near side. It will be a throw into Edu Queens. Well, shortly before half-time, they had a goal disallowed. Tapi Mazembe. They had another one just disallowed a few moments after half-time by VAR. Before's goal in the end didn't count. Gets it away, only as far as Elisa. Long delivery into the box from Asani. Didn't quite sit up for Rukori. Has gone behind for a corner though. The Queens settling themselves down after a strange start to the second half. Referee now wanting the corner to be taken. Melissa floats it in. Goes Essia, comfortably cleared away. Paulina Ali. Straight at Marta, blocked it but can't progress from there on. Nzumba. Cushioned away this time from Akura. Jamalusi. Sani. Marta. Moves it down the line, cleared away by Okura. Free kick given. Flag was up on this near side against SCN. So a free kick to be taken by Belange. Nzumba, the captain of Tepi Mazembe, who took the lead with a goal that was chalked off by VAR just shortly after half-time. Marlene Kasaj-Yav, yellow carded in the first half, will miss the final. Essia. Cut out really well by Benny Cabuena. This time good defending by Nzumba. Throw to Tepi, still 0-0. Queens were moments away from crashing out of this competition in midweek. Oh, sorry, at the weekend. It's Sunday, wasn't it? The big game against Eddie Queens. They trailed 1-0. With Massar beating CBE, they were going out at the 90-minute mark. An equaliser meant that they would finish second and go through. They got a second, which meant they won it and won the group. Amazing act of escapology as the ball is flicked on by Kasajav and straight to Monal Oyono. Powerfully away from Kubiana. Odoma. Ali. Ball up towards the edge of the penalty area, and they win the second ball on the left-hand side with a Sigwe. Ali. Odoma. Free kick given for a pull.
Substitution for Equalizing, player number 10. Chukwumana Osigwe is replaced by player number 17, Mali Mamadou.
Mamadou coming on, 17-year-old on for Chukwuemeka Osigwe. Good news for Osigwe is if they get to the final, she won't miss it because she's on a yellow card and would miss the final if she was showing a yellow in this game. So 17-year-old off and a 17-year-old on. This young Edu Queen side just full. Promising young talent. Mamadou on to make a difference perhaps. The substitutes worked to great effect in the victory against Mamelodi Sundowns. That penultimate match. Towards goal. And over the top of the crossbar and out for a goal kick. That was the first change made by Grace Cura. Mamadou very quickly involved, but that shot was over the top of the crossbar. Third place playoff means that whatever happens here today, both these teams have still got one more game to play. That third place playoff is on Friday evening. Saturday evening is the final. Jinga putting herself about to try and win it. It's been sent out wide by Odoma. Kura. Fularancho out to Miracle Asani. Cleared away by Pumba. And picked up by Marta. Driving run by her through the middle towards Creto. A dangerous Creto in Kanjinga going forward for Tepi Mazembe. Nacho Marto of Tepi was named in the best 11 from the group stages. Ball from Asani. Watched carefully by Nzumba, but it's given away. And wide by Odoma. It's in towards the penalty area. Waiting for it for a full there was Mamadou. And the striker goal from Jamalusi. It's really well blocked by Ngambe. Creto rides a couple of challenges and this could be dangerous. She's gone for goal. Goalkeeper was straying outside of a 6-yard box, but it didn't have enough power to cause any problems for Monal Oyono. So much at stake in these knockout stages. This is a semi-final. It's not as if they've got into their rhythm of knockouts, because they've gone straight from the Group A and Group B, these two, into the semi-finals. Zumba to take this free kick. Moses. It's good tackling back from Marta. Mamadou. Lucy finding Asani, and back to Mamadou again down the right-hand side. The teenager gets the cross in. It's a good ball in as well. Great ball in, good defending. At the heart of that defence from Kubuena. It's a foul on Paulina Ali, who was just pulled back at the last moment by Thelma Bafor. Paul, as you can see on the replay. Well, that's gone all the way in and over the keeper, and in, and an opening goal for Edu Queens out of absolutely nothing, and it's Emma Nessian who scores for the third time in this tournament to give the Nigerian champions the advantage. They never really set themselves properly for the throw-in, Tepi Mazembe. And they got caught out with a ball in between the defence and the goalkeeper. And there was some indecision amongst the back line. And this ball by Paulina Ali. And in steps Emma Nessian. And it's an instinctive finish by a player who certainly knows where the net is. And she found it brilliantly there. Scored freely in the qualifiers. She's been scoring freely in Group B, and now she's scored in the semi-final. And having had a goal disallowed by VAR, Tepi now find themselves a goal behind, thanks to a goal from that goal-scoring sensation that is Emma Nessian. 65 minutes gone, and the Nigerians are leading the Congolese by a 1-0. You can't help but feel that this semi-final has got more to give, but it was a very well taken goal. It was a ball just popped in behind by Paulina Ali. She's done that once already today that caused the problem. On that occasion it was put wide by Asigui, and it wasn't put wide, was it? It was a header straight at the goalkeeper, but she's put a couple of really good balls in for the left-hand side, Paulina Ali, and that one just completely tied up Tepi in knots because they didn't deal with it. They didn't take responsibility. Emma Nessian knew there was an opportunity and pounced upon it and lifted it over the goalkeeper brilliantly. It's a very well taken goal. She had a lot to do. It wasn't just a case of shooting past the goalkeeper. She had to time the lob to perfection. There's an injury here to Elisa. So the young 19-year-old captain. Just got caught late there by Legoli Creto. The kick floated in. It's taken really nicely by Essia. Quality player. Esther Moses runs into Bafor, who gets it away. She must be really disappointed to have seen that goal that she scored moments after coming on as a half-time substitute. It's been ruled out by VAR, and then at the other end, Emma Nessian has given Edu Queens the lead. Second half has stood up a hornet's nest with a couple of goals, one that counted and one that didn't. Came off it before. It will be a throw for America Lasani to take. Sani, another fledgling 17-year-old, great talent. Throw will be left for Farashad Jamalusi. Midway point in the second half. Edu Queens leading Tepi by a 1-0. Long throw. End of the way. Ngambe. Moses with a cross. More good defending. Flag is up, in fact. That will be a free kick to Tepi. Queens, Adoma, and Adoma at the back has made the team of the tournament. I know she's actually playing in midfield today. And of course, Emanessian, whose goal is the difference between the two sides here. She's also in the team of the tournament so far. That's done on group games only. Of course, we've still got this semi-final, another semi-final, and a final to come. Not to mention the third place playoff on Friday evening. It's well held up by Jamalusi. Rolled down the line by Adama. Masani, interesting. Over towards Moses, pulls it back. Didn't quite put it back enough, and that was easy for Ngaye to gather and distribute in one foul swoop. That's excellent from Fuller Unshow. Back line for Edu Queens, 17, 18, 21 and 19. Very young. This is a baptism of fire. Remember, this is their debut in the tournament. Very young side, and they are en route to the final. I'm not even going to say 1 foot in the final yet, because there's still a long way to go here. And an equaliser for Tepe does stand this game right up on its edge. What do you say? 19-year-old captain. Could a 19-year-old get her hands on the trophy? That would be quite some story. Mamadou. Maybe a goal kick though. Edu Queens 1, Tepe Mazembe 0. We've got more action coming up straight after this one. We head up the coast to Al Jadida, where the hosts Asfar take on the Egyptians FC Massa, who were destined to be playing in this game. But then that second goal against Mamelodi Sundowns by Edu Queens saw them win that game 2-1. They pipped Massa to top spot, so Massa instead will take on the hosts and favourites Asfar. No chances. One on Bayona. Looking very calm. Grace Kura. Foul by Kenjinga. It stays the same. Edu Queens will go through to the final. And what you've got to remember is Essien, Moses, Elise, Okura, all playing at the moment, and Asikwa's just gone off as well. They all started this final on a yellow card and would have missed the final if they got a yellow card. If they can keep it at 1-0 and not get any of those players booked, they'll be very happy. Just about got there, Iona, and she's got caught by Kanjinga. And a yellow card should really have been shown there, I think, for Kanjinga. And she's rather fortunate, Merval Kanjinga, because if she receives a yellow card, then she wouldn't play in the final if Tepe were to come back. Trusted Ice Pack is back out again. She's taken a couple of heavy knocks as the goalkeeper. It's there to be got at from Kanjinga. She certainly let the goalkeeper know she was there. Comes a change for Edu Queens. Doma has put a shift in the middle of the midfield, and he's going to be replaced by another teenager in Vera Samuel. comes on. Plays the 21-year-old. Samuel. And add some energy to that Queen's midfield, and they'll need it. Give it a second goal, really, if they are to avoid some nervous tension over the coming 16 minutes or so. Kasajav to lift the ball back. There was a claim of a handball from Kanjinga. Nothing given. Struck a goal from distance, and Kanjinga unable to test the goalkeeper, Mono Iona. Let's have a little look at this again. Was this a handball? Seemed to strike the arm. It's in a natural position, isn't it? Depends what tournament you're playing in. Some leagues and sub-cup competitions, it's not handball. In other competitions it is. It really does vary. It's a natural position. Jamalusi back out wide again to Moses, and gathered by Ngai. It's already gone out. It will be a goal kick. We're into the last 15 minutes. Nigerian representation in Saturday's final is as little as 15 minutes away. And their debut in the competition as well. First ever Nigerian side to make it to the final. See what happens. They are leading here by a goal to nil. Thanks to that goal from Emam Essien. And goal Creto is going to make way for Elena Ayana.
Substitution for Mazembe, player number 9. Normally, Creto is replaced by player number 7, Elena Ayana.
Opportunities have been limited. She has got one goal in this competition so far. They could really do with her getting another one right now in these last 14 minutes or so. Remember, the VAR check for the disallowed Thelma before goal took a good 3 or 4 minutes. So what with the substitutions and everything going on, well, we've actually only got 13 and a half, 14 minutes to go. I'd be surprised that we're still going in 20 minutes time. Still a long way to go. There is Samuel wrestling, fouled Ayana. Battle between two recently introduced substitutes. Moved forward by Pumbo, comes back out again. Sien's goal after 65 minutes, the difference between the two sides. Jumped forward by Beaufort. Samuel finding Jamal Lucy. The touch was the last touch, it's a throw in to Tepi. Moses. It's inside to Vera Samuel. Jamalusi. Moses again leaves it this time though for Essien. It's a neat touch from Mamadou. And going for goal from distance. Miracle Asani didn't quite catch it as she would have liked, but she saw the goalkeeper straying slightly and thought she'd give it a thump from distance. If she catches it properly, that could have been a problem. It does end up going wide. The goal kick ends up going out for a throw. play. On the far side from Paulina Ali. Esther Moses, who's got 2 assists in this tournament so far. Esther Moses, and who hasn't scored. Cora. Got to be careful. Give the ball away in dangerous position, and there could be a sudden breakaway for Tepe. Ali. Cross in. Get away by Kubiana. Just come for Asani. Picks it up, loses it momentarily, but does win it back again. That's interesting. A long, long way out from Folorunsho and well wide as well. Kick. Nine minutes plus injury time. Tepe need to find something from somewhere. They might have to take some chances. He's got to keep it her cool. Still time in this semi-final. Things to change. It was good defending by Elisa. Look at Asani. This is a very, very young Edu Queen side. When it comes to experience, it's fair to say they haven't got an awful lot of it. This is their debut in this tournament. Not one of their players would have played on this stage before. Not one of their players would have played in a knockout tournament quite like this before. And now they've got to do some defending. That's a great shot. Just wide from Kanjinga. Oh, 2 screams on the near side. I think they thought the ball was in the net, but it came off the advertising hoardings and back onto the back of the goal net. That was a chance for Merville Kanjinga. Bursting into the penalty area. Gets the shot away early. Goalkeeper Moel Iona pretty much had the near post covered. Down to 7.5 minutes. I expect there to be something in the region of 6 or 7 minutes added on. Marta. It's a good run. He's back onto the right foot, gets the cross in. It's taken really well by Moel Iona. There's been a couple of occasions in the first half where a decision making left her exposed, but she made a decision there and she was absolutely spot on. Didn't change her mind. That's mine. I need that semi-final. Less than 10 minutes to go. 1-0 up. That needs to be in my hands. That's a decision that she made. She carried it out really well. Ali. To the feet of Mamadou. Liana. Sliced by Jamal Lucy. Defending by Folorunsho. Got to be careful, Edu Queens, so they don't get pushed too far back. The smell of Saturday's final is beginning to waft into their nostrils, and that will be playing on the minds of these young players. Six minutes and counting, plus the inevitable added time. There will be at the very least 10 more minutes for Tepe to try and find a way back into this game. Second goal right now for Edu Queens would help them to make it a little less stressful. Ball forward from Elise carries through to Fide Lin Ngai, who aims long. Some tired legs out there as well. It's been a energy-sapping tournament over the last, 10 days or so. With these teams in the fourth game in a relatively small space of time. Foul by Nzumba. Powered away by Kubiana. That's a nice flick on in towards the penalty area. Now, was there a hand on the shoulder? Player went down. We're playing on though. Essien. Corner one. Mr. Moses looks as if she was potentially fouled. Come to take the corner. Elise. 19-year-old captain will trying to take as much time as possible. There are just 4 minutes of the 90 to play. Noise coming from the small pocket of travelling Edu Queens fans. Comes in, that's a really good take by Fide Lin Ngai. The kick is a long one. Straight onto the head of Fuller Runshow. Sani. To the halfway line, picked up again by Mwanda. Yana sliding the ball out. The throw. Another change coming up. And they're going to try and take off Esther Moses. Bring on another midfielder in Kafia Mafisere. Might just solidify the middle of the park a bit more. Ball into the penalty area, needs a shot. That's a good block as well. Really good block that from Elise. And now the breakaway is on Essien. Gemalusi. There's a look up. Just out of the reach of Mamadou. Cleared by Ngai. Strong header away. It's from Pauline Ali. Long ball, a couple of minutes to go. It's a foul by the defender Valentina Okoro. Free kick. Shadow casting its way across the pitch. Off the back of this one, we've got Asfar against Massa. Morocco against Egypt in the second semi-final. Edu Queens are nearly there, but not quite yet. This could be a pivotal moment. Hung in by Ngambe. Out to the edge of the penalty area. Struck towards goal, takes a deflection away, and it will be a corner. Final minute of the 90. There will be significant added on time following the VAR. Change for Tepe. Going to take off Kanjinga. Yellow, and they can't afford her to miss the final if they make it through.
Additional time 7 minutes. Approximately 7 minutes.
That's a good ball. And off they go again, Ayana. It's excellent defending by Fuller and Show. To stoppage time, still waiting for the board to come out to tell us exactly how much stoppage time. Well, we've had a minute and a half of it. Late equaliser. Is this game in the balance once again? Going to come out and try it. Regroup here, Eddie Queens. That's a foul on Nafasera. Way by Kubiena. Ali, led on by Samuel, away by Mzumba. Stamakura. Get that feeling there's a chance to be had here. Ayana. She goes for the return, Ayana. In towards the penalty area. They're queuing up here. What a chance! Over the top and wide at the same time. That was an excellent chance for Lacha Mata to put Tepe into the final. Well, they nearly got treated with a taste of their own medicine there, and she couldn't wrap her right foot around the ball. Big chance that for Lacha Mata. Nearly made it her third goal in the tournament. Play for a throw. Tepe in the ascendancy at the moment. 2.5 minutes of injury time gone. Something to chase. Good defending from Pombo. This is through the ball. It's a foul. On the edge of the box from Akura. A couple of silly fouls like that have been given away. It's been taken very quickly. In towards the penalty area and around the goalkeeper. And she just about did enough, Leona. And the referee let the free kick go. It was taken very quickly. It was allowed to go on. And Marta went round the goalkeeper but couldn't quite smuggle it in. Really good goalkeeping by Iona. That was nearly the winner. Very nearly the winner. Marta to take the corner. Up in the air. A bit of pressure at the moment from Tepe, our Edu Queens. Chance to clear here though. Nise hits it long. Play from Jamalusi. Will travel through. Ringway. Kicks long. She'll come back out again to Iana. Needs to be better than that though. Ingo to Ringway. The halfway line. They look the likelier winners at the moment, Tepe. Zumba played it forward. Masaki. Wide again from Beaufort. Comes across. Not a corner. Well, they scored there. Goal from a corner. Nacho Marta swings it in, comes the way, and now maybe the chance of a breakaway for Edu Queens. Yamuda, Sani, good turn from Mamadou. Found himself confronted by Kazajev. Play for a throw-in. We've played 7 minutes now. The through ball nearly coming off from Beaufort. Picking up at the back was Akura. Buzzing around at the moment, Tepe. Feeling they could win it before extra time's needed. That's it. It was a long time ago that her goal hit the back of the net to give Edu Queens the lead. The byline. And that will be a corner to Edu Queens. Can't be long left now. Comes in into the box. It's hit first time. It was on target from Elise, but a comfortable save from Phila and Ngoy. And so this first CAF Women's Champions League semi-final finishes all square thanks to that goal from Kanjinga in the 90th minute. and takes it to extra time, and we're still no closer to finding out who will be in the final on Saturday. Edu Queens won, Tepe Mazembe won, with extra time coming very shortly. "90 minutes has failed to separate these two. Now an extra 30 minutes, if necessary, penalties. So much at stake with a place in the final up for grabs. Next half an hour to 45 minutes, there will certainly be drama. She certainly looks nervous now. Buedi, we're ready to get the second half underway. Jinga's 90th minute goal. And there's always a late goal, always good for a late goal in the games involving Edu Queens. They got two of their own the other night to knock Mamelodi Sundowns, the holders, out of the tournament. But on this occasion it was served up against them. The Queens were minutes away from a place in the final, but now they've got to pick themselves up and do it all again. start from Tepe. Trying to get themselves an early attack in the first period of extra time. It's come out nicely towards Jamalusi. Molina Ali. Header away was a strong one from Kubiena. Back in the midfield by Elise. That's a return. Nefesera. Done by Samuel. He took off Mr. Moses, and that's somewhat depleted them in attacking personnel that they've got on the pitch. This Tepe side are without several key players. Goal kick, by the way. Kapinga, Beriambila, Apanjonga, Boleka, Adet, Onsa, and the goalkeeper Gamita, all out injured. It's a grand total of 7 players unavailable to them today. They've only got on the bench another 4 outfield players that they can call upon, including the South African Molokoani and the Angola Prado. Mamadou. It's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick taken by Ngambe. Takes over responsibility from a goalkeeper in Goy. Mamadou. Sarah. Run shot. Turning the ball forward. It's Marta. It's alive on this near side by McCasey. Jamalusi. Much better from Eddie Queens. Nefesere. Bringing in Isani. Nefesere. Zalise. Keeping the possession well. Great chance. Going to be a throw right down deep inside their own half for Tepe. Clearance from Pumbe. Mamadou and went out. (1-1) in stoppage time. The equaliser from Kanjinga, taking this game to extra time, and penalties looming large as well if they can't be separated. 4 minutes into stoppage time, so stoppage time into extra time I should say. Still all square. Again for Makasi to get forward and get the help of Mazembe. Mazembe's done well. Coming in from Isani. Eventually won by Ayana. It's down the line by Gafour, and it's gone out for the throw. Looked lively and promising there for Tepe for a moment. pretty much set. As the evening starts to cast itself across the pitch. A throw. Player down injured at the moment. It's trying to see who it is. I think it's a spot of cramp. Might be Ayana. Yeah, it was Kasajav. Surprised she stayed on the pitch. She picked up a yellow card in the first half at normal time, which means she'll miss the final, but she's carried on regardless, the 21-year-old. Referee from Burundi, Suavis Iratunda, speaking to Namia Bumede. Back underway with this throw in from Paulina Ali. Flick it on Mazembe. Claims for a handball. It's quickly fired away to this near side. It will be a throw to Eddie Queens. Long clearance from Makasi. To chase for Mary Mamadou. She's got there. There she goes for the run down the line, Mafasiri. And that's a great ball in, but the header was wide from Jamalusi. Well, that's the best chance of the extra time first period so far. Jamalusi tried to glance it into the corner and ended up glancing it wide. One a presentable opportunity that for Edu Queens. Midway through the first period of extra time. It's going to be a throw to Tepi. Taken quickly by Nzumba. No progress here, Belenga. Nzumba. Corner. got themselves back into the game in the 90th minute. Tepe have now kicked on and have their noses in front. The game it's been. Magical performance from Marta. We've hit the underside of the crossbar. That goes in. It's 3-1. It's game over. Really good opportunity. Bit of a claim for a penalty as well, which I think the referee might be checking. If they get a penalty here and go 3-1 up Tepe, you can't see them not making it through to the final. Certainly being looked at by Okona, Makalima and Maria Rive on VAR. We're only a minute and a half shy of half-time in extra time. Tepe leading 2-1. They're having a long look at this, aren't they? Okona, Makalina and Maria Rive. That side could be given a penalty here, and this is a big open invite to the final on Saturday, isn't it, for Tepe Mazembe? They took their time in disallowing the goal early in the second half from before, had just come on as a substitute. Referee didn't go to a monitor, she just went with the off-screen advice, the off-site advice from the VAR team. She continues to listen. Whilst VAR continues to look. She's going to have a look. Well, that suggests that there is something riding on this, and it could be an opportunity for Tepe Mazembe to make it 3. Now, is this a foul?
Additional time, 2 minutes.
Added time. She doesn't get a ball as it comes across her. That's a penalty. She's going to give this, I'm sure of that. It was a rash challenge to bring down Makassi. I can't see her not giving it. There's a bone of contention because she's having a long look as well. Referee Swavis Iratunga. It's a penalty to me. What's she going to give? On a long, hard inspection, she's given a penalty. And this is an open invite for Tepe Mazembe to put more than just a foot inside the final on Saturday afternoon. Casablanca is certainly the place to be for the Congolese Ravens at the moment. And this could put them into the final virtually. What a moment in the game for Lamia Boedi's team. Mono Oyona knows that she needs this one to be saved or missed to keep Edu Queens in this semi-final. The responsibility falls on the shoulders of Marlene Casajav, who picked up a first half yellow card, meaning that she would miss the final. Instructions for the Nigerian goalkeeper not to leave her line. Huge pressure on the shoulders of Marlene Casajav. Goes Kashajav strides backwards, hands on hips, full of concentration. Big moment in the game. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Tepe Mazembe have got 1 foot in the final of the CAF Women's Champions League 2024. It's a calm penalty, it's a cool penalty from Kashajav, and they're 3-1 up on Edu Queens in extra time. And it's a long way back now for the Nigerian champions. The underdogs in this semi-final, Tepe Mazembe, scored twice in the first period of extra time, having scored in the last minute of the 90 to take it to extra time. Edu Queens looked like they were on their way to the final, but it now very much looks as if Tepe Mazembe will be in Saturday's final, and Edu Queens will have to make do with an appearance in Friday's third place playoff. Celebrations at the other end from Filain and Goy. Joy amongst the substitutes for Tepe. The half-time whistle will be blown momentarily, I'm sure. Here comes a change, and they've got to throw everything at it now. Mary Magdalena is coming off. Taking off the substitute that was brought on earlier, Vera Samuel. It's your own goal. Handed the initiative to Tepe. Turn from Jamalusi. Get one now, might make things interesting. Only 5 minutes of stoppage time. The first period of extra time, and the ball flipped over the goalkeeper, and it wouldn't come down from Mamadou. Goes behind for a goal kick. And they're 15 minutes away from the final. Tepe Mazembe 1-1 after 90 minutes. They took the lead through an own goal from Comfort Fuller-Unshow, and they followed it up with a penalty given by VAR. Kashajav sending the goalkeeper Monoloyono the wrong way. Half-time in extra time is Edu Queens 1, Tepe Mazembe 3. Just 15 minutes of extra time between the Congolese side and a place in Saturday's final. Referee keen to turn this around. The contingent from CAF will want to get off to the second semi-final. Some of them have left already. That's taking place straight after this one. Not here, but in El Jadida, when Asfar take on FC Massar for a place in the final, almost certainly against Tepe Mazembe. Well, they had a goal disallowed in the first few moments of the second half of normal time. They fell behind and you felt that their moment had gone, but not to be. It's a really good challenge from Ngambi. Well won by Nzumbe. Sending the ball down the line to Makasi, who's done really well since coming on as a sub. Good mopping up from Ali, back to her goalkeeper, Ayona, who clears towards Jamalusi. Jamalusi inside to Mafasere. Ali. Over the shoulder. Comes back out to Bafort. A disallowed goal. Looked to be suggestion that Tepe were out of luck today, but not to be. Marta, who's got stronger and stronger as this game's gone on. What about that for a ball? Tucked back inside. Very nearly dropped to Casas. Yeah, and then the shot comes in. It's dipping just over the top of the crossbar with Maya Leona reaching up but unable to get a touch on it. It was going over, luckily for her. But Edu Queens looked shell-shocked. That very nearly dropped for Casas Yav. And when it did drop, Mwanda hit it. It only just went over. Well, that, had it gone in from Emenesia, would have been game, set, and match. Stretcher required to remove one of the Tepe players from the pitch. Hopefully it's not a bad injury, it's more a case of cramp. That's a free kick for a foul on Mwanda, who has worked tirelessly in the middle of that midfield for Tepe. They've never given up. This is Cassis Yav. It's down, well, she's worked tirelessly as well. Strength from before. Maybe Queens need a goal and they need it quickly. You get the feeling if anyone more goals are scored here, it could well go the way of Tepe. Queens have still got hope. They need 2 goals. They're giving away a free kick out of frustration. Down goes Nzumba, captain. She's got caught by Mary Magdalene Anjou. Forward to a fashion by Mamadou, but they look a little drained at the moment, do Edu Queens, and they're under increasing problems here. Makasi gets it in, playing by the goalkeeper. Oyoina gets it clear quickly towards the substitute Anjou. She flicks it on. Zumbe. It'll be a goal kick. Good defending now from Balanche and Zumba. Minutes between Tepe, Mazembe and the final. But then we said a lot less than that for Edu Queens to make it to the final, but this time late goals have worked against them rather than for them. They're a young side, Edu Queens, who will come back big and strong as a result of their experiences here, that's for sure. Next year they'll all be a year older, a year wiser, and much better off for the experience they've had here in Morocco. They will be a force to be reckoned with in the coming years, Edu Queens for sure. Tepe Mazembe, drawing on their experience of reaching the finals in 2022. Never got out of the group that time, they have this time, and it looks like they're going to go all the way to the final. Melissa. Gemma Lucy. Good defending from Kassajab. Makasi. Off on the overlap is Asani. Fullback turns it back inside. Redwell by Fuller-Unship. Scored that own goal to make it 2-1 in the first period of extra time. Sense this is now Tepe's to lose, and they're not prepared to let go. Looking for another. The turn was Oyana. Looking to touch on this near side. Pumbo's throw. Ahead of Mamadou. Cleared away as far as Anjou. Squeezes it down the line, but straight out for a throw. Tepe will be more than happy to keep it inside the Edu Queens half for as long as possible. They won't rush this throw. Bridget Pumbo just loft it down into the corner. It's taken really well. Forcing another throw. Another change in the offing. Not got too many left to call upon. Prado will come on. Matisse will come on. Limp off. I know there's a bit of a dance in there, you feel. She'll be okay for the final. Matisse is a defender, she'll just sit in. Come on. This is the final. Comes off. She certainly served the purpose in there. Matisse and Prado will just sit in the middle of the park for the remainder. They've forced a corner for Tepe. Swung in deep. Oh, it could have gone anywhere. And it's come back out again. Trying to drive it through the crowd was Baffo. Sani will watch that one go out, knowing it's her throat, and it's more seconds driving the clock down. Five and a half minutes of extra time remaining. Doesn't look like this one's going to need penalties. Marta. Enjoy watching her in this tournament. Had a quiet 90 minutes. She's just come into the game more and more and more. Hit the crossbar in extra time as well. Here's Marta again, good turn. Leaves it, nearly found its way through to Ayana. Cleared away. Matisse with a first touch with a stooping header. Challenge from behind by Pumba was declared a foul. Free kick. There's still hope for Edu, but they do need Edu Queens to score rather quickly. And that chance might present itself here. That's a really good clearance by Kubiana. Back forward by Fuller-Unship. Kubiana again. Baffo. It's a great run into the penalty area. Good save by Oyana. Great play by Marta to release Oyana. Saved by Oyana. It's Oyana with the shot. Oyana with the save. The bodies between the ball and the goal for Tepe. They're holding on. Mamadou wins a corner. And they've got 3.5 minutes to find 2 goals. They did it the other day against the holders, Mamelodi Sundowns. Couldn't do it again, could they? So a corner. Eddie Queens towards the edge of the box. It's a powerful header, trying to scramble the ball home. Must have really hurt, but Kubiena got it away and then picked up an injury. She's in pain. Ball still in play. Cross from Jamalusi has gone behind. Now medical attention can come on and tend to Benny Kubiena, who's had a solid game alongside Lafita and Ngambi at the back. Stretcher is on for Kubiena. Hoping she can carry on. Made 5 substitutions. They are allowed 1 more in extra time. Tepi. Look as if the stretcher is required, but it's a painful one for Kubiena. Moses Aluku back at what could have been. It's going to be a goal kick to Tepi. We're into the last of the minutes in the second period. If in doubt, anywhere will do. That's exactly what Prado did there. And Golden International. Flag has gone up on the near side. Going to find out in just a few seconds' time just how many minutes will be added on to the second period of extra time. Can't be too long. There was that injury just now. It's probably going to create a couple of minutes stoppages. Just not quite able to keep the ball in play, but 3 minutes of added time. Well, they are the injury time queens when it comes to late goals, aren't they, Edu Queens? They find 2 to take it to penalties. Well, it's now gone to 4 minutes from 3 minutes. It was originally 3 minutes. It went up to 4 minutes. Goal kick given, swung in and behind. So close to a place in the final. his long ball. It is flicked on. Anywhere will do. That will strip a few more seconds off the 4 minutes of added time. Off goes Ayana into the penalty area. Gets the cross in. It's blocked though by Ulisse. Good defending from Makura. Nefesera. Bafour. Goalkeeper came an awfully long way out. The sensible option to put it behind from Ngambe for a corner. Halfway through the 4 minutes of added time. Cross comes in. Tarn got out for a clearance from Usani. And then the block from Mamadou. Makasi, rather. Makasi's away. They're looking for a fourth. And they've got striped shirts pouring forward. They win a corner. Great play again. Going forward, Elena Ayana. They committed so many forward, looking to try and somehow get themselves back into this game, Edu Queens. I think it's now beyond the... Chamata with a cross and a header towards goal for Mafasera, straight at the goalkeeper, Fidlin Ngai. Essia. It was a long time ago when she gave Eddie Queens the lead. Pump towards goal and a safe pair of hands behind it, Fidlin Ngai. She will stretch this out for as long as she can. Tepe Mazembe. Few would have given them a chance at the beginning of the tournament of making it through to the final. But make it through to the final they will. And there is confirmation. The Democratic Republic of Congo will be represented in the final of the CAF Women's Champions League for 2024 in Morocco, because Tepe Mazembe have come from behind and shocked Edu Queens after extra time by 3 goals to 1. It needed a penalty, it needed an own goal, it needed some VAR intervention, but it had its drama. Edu Queens within touching distance to the final themselves, but it will be Congo's finest Ravens, Tepe Mazembe, who will be in Saturday's final. And they are delighted. Smiles all around for Lamina Boeda's team. They won't be easy opposition for whoever makes it through to face them in Saturday's final. And this is Tepe Mazembe's moment, because they have beaten Edu Queens by 3 goals to 1. Delight on the face of Lamia Boedi. Her side will be in the final on Saturday. And few would have expected that. The runners-up in Group A have beaten the Group B toppers. It needed extra time. And congratulations for Tepe Mazembe.
Tanta emoção, numa só competição. Obrigado a Deus, quero agradecer a Deus por tudo que tem feito em mim, na minha carreira desportiva. Estou super feliz, sem palavras, estou emocionada, é uma felicidade enorme. Consegui, particularmente, aquilo que eu queria. O meu objetivo, chegar à final, e isso que aconteceu. Estou muito satisfeita, estou feliz e parabéns ao grupo pela entrega. E é isso que nos compete. Viemos para a competição para ganhar essa competição e é isso que aconteceu. Estou feliz. Obrigado a todos pelo apoio e obrigado à equipa técnica pela confiança que tem me dado. E obrigado a todos e felicitação. Estamos todos juntos. Obrigado. Obrigado.
As a game between two aspiring young sides with attacking ambition, and it turned out to be an exhilarating semi-final. First half was a goalless affair, chances few and far between. And the goalkeeper looked like this was the opening goal, just moments after coming on as a sub. Thelma Bafor in the 46th minute, giving Tepi Mazembe the lead, only for VAR to disallow the goal. And that was the start of the drama, and as you can see, the call was the right one, even though it took a long time.